Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. On this video clip I have for you today is the Stanley Adventure Camp Cup. I've actually had this for I think about 2 years and it's been sitting in my garden shed. I've just never got round to using it, and the other day there I was on YouTube and floating about checking out a few different sites, and I come across a few guys who had done modifications to it, so I decided, well, why not, I'll do it myself. I really do like this cup solely because the stainless steel it's made is much heavier gauge than the Pathfinder cup, which I've been using basically since it came out. I've got nothing wrong with the Pathfinder cup. I think it's one of the best cups I've ever used. It's great, but I just feel this is slightly more substantial, this. So I'll show you the modifications I've done to it. The first one I've done then was this handle here. I made it removable. All I've done then is for the handle, these parts here, if you can see this, these bits here, I take maybe about 2mm off of either side. What I wish I had actually done is only taken it off of one side rather than the two, because I feel it just doesn't go in as good now or fit in as it used to. When we come to going for here and squeezing it and bending it over, it seems to ride up. I don't know if you can see that there, ride up and doesn't come out the hole. I need to adjust it, squeeze it in, there we go, and it fits in. So probably just adjusting that at the one side, I think would have maybe have helped this a bit better. So anybody who gets one of these cups and is thinking of doing it, I would maybe suggest that. I'm not saying I'm right, but I think I've just got a feeling I think that would work better. Okay, so the handle is removable now, and if it came to fitting it into a pouch it was quite tight, that would make it a bit easier probably for you. So the next thing I've done then was on the lid is removed the plastic green tab that we have up here, and I did put initially a keyring on it, but I felt it was too small and it kept lying flat, and because I've got no nails I found it quite difficult to lift it up, where this is no problem. And probably if I find a heavier duty keyring, I probably will change this in the future. So that's just a piece of straining wire that I had at one of my other camps that I've put on the lid, and that was an additional wee mod I'd done to it. Seems to work okay. So we've got a hole here, and directly right across it we've got another one, and all as I've done with that was I taken a nail punch like that, hit it with a hammer, made 2 dents, and then taken the drill and just drilled through it with a 4mm drill piece, and that gave me the 2 holes which work with. This is a kebab skewer from Asda, one of these flat ones that you get, and all as I've done is put flat skewer into the vise. It had a twist on it at this side here, untwisted the handle and then put the ends in, as you can see approximately about 1/2 inch, and just folded it round while it was closed in the vise, and it left it in this shape. Taken a hammer and flattened it off nice and flat, and then taken it to my grinder, took off the sharp edges and rounded it off. I put that in here like that, and then pull it out, and it's totally solid. As you can see, I did have wire on it, straining wire, but I just felt, nah, that's not as good. And this, because it's kind of slightly sprung loaded, you can see it wants to come back in, it done a better job. And another thing with the kebab skewer is we've got the rubber cup, and what you can do then, for maybe the guys that are serving the forces who want to be a bit more tactical, you can place it in the cup, okay, like so, push it down, and then there we go, it's silent. So there's one of the holes that we drilled through. Started off with a punch, nail punch, hit it once, and there's it directly across from the other side. Done the same, then taken a 4mm drill piece to it. That's how the top looks. All you need to do is adjust this here, your tab, and make it so it could hook onto there, and that would probably stop it rattling and would make it more tactical for the guys who are serving and require that. So there you go, there's a couple of modifications then that I've done to this cup. So what I'll do next is I'll get it on the fire and let's see if this bail arm works. Here we have a peanut lighter that I've no used for since Christmas, as this was a Christmas gift. So let's see if it'll light, if they're up to much. There you go. So what I'll do now is I'll just move the stove with these couple of sticks. Stick it in there, stick it in there. I'll lift it to my fire pit. So there you go, that's what these handles do. Right. That's very quick. That's actually boiled that under 2 minutes from putting on that. That's really good. Saying that's incredibly hot, and it burnt through that wood really fast there. The stick stove. I'm well pleased with how the pot hanger's working. See the steam coming out the top here. And we can see from here that the stainless steel pot has really turned really dark, what we want to absorb more heat. Just a point in safety, this sliding bar that moves up and down the handle, just make sure it's all the way forward and engaged before you pour out your hot water, just for that extra bit of safety when it comes to pouring it, so the handle's not too flimsy. And remember, I've actually cut off these little bars, so not quite as long as they used to be, and they're not quite as safe as they used to be. So it's just another point, make sure this is all the way forward. Okay, so right, I'm going to get my coffee now. That's boiled up brilliantly, so well pleased with the performance. With that, it's blackened up really quick, a lot quicker than what I thought it would. Everything seems to be fine on the inside. Yep, so that's a good start for the Stanley Cup. Okay then, get back to you soon. Go and get my coffee. Cheers.